And thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
So Laurie, I'll introduce you and then we'll get going. I'm
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello. Thank
Laurie.
you for coming.
Absolutely.
I've made you co-host to help.
Okay, everybody. My name's Pete Chapman, and I'd just like to introduce our presenter today, Laurie L.J. Bolton. Laurie is our team giver leader in North America. She's our newest presenter for Lovebiome Champions team. She's a one-off, our Laurie. She's vibrant. She's an excellent speaker. She's got a story that will blow you away. She's a dream life creation coach. I love that title. I really do. She's a holistic wellness advocate, a health entrepreneur. She's Canadian and very proud. She's on a mission to help everybody reclaim their energy, purpose, and joy, and she's starting with the gut, and she'll tell you all about that in her story tonight. She's twice widowed, so she's gone through a heck of a lot of loss. She's a single mum, so she's been through deep loss, and but she still shows up, sparkling away through life and encouraging everybody. She's proof that healing's possible, and everybody's best chapter can begin right at this moment. So I'm really privileged to be able to introduce this remarkable young woman. Um, when I heard this story last week, her first presentation of such, I was so amazed and blown away. And I'm sure you will too. So we'll be recording this and we'll be sharing it on YouTube so that you can share it with others as well. But please get some pen and paper ready, take some notes, be ready to ask questions at the end, and we'll surely try and help you. But let me give the floor to my friend Laurie, who's gonna do our presentation tonight.
Wow. I'm humbled, Pete. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Yes, my story is like no other. I'm resilience is my superpower, and I'd like to just share my story with the hope that somebody out there can benefit and have a create a dream life that they want for themselves. So let me just, oops, get over here, share my screen, and I'm not at the beginning. Just 1 second. Didn't quite get that set up in time. All right. Not doing with me what I had done before. So, all right. Get these pages. Don't know what's happening there, but we'll see. We'll see what pops up here. There we go. I just need to move me over here. And again, I welcome everyone who took the time out of their busy day to come hear my story. I'm Laurie Jane Bolton, known to some as LJ. I'm a holistic angel of wealth and wellness. I consider myself a health passionpreneur. I am an international trainer, a mentor, and a consultant. Ikigai is a Japanese word, and that's basically the philosophy that I believe each one of us can live by. And if you love what you do, the world needs what you do, you can get paid for what you do, and you're great at what you do, you have a truly balanced, fulfilled life. And I'm going to talk to you today about Lovebiome. They're the microbiome company, and I partnered with them in November of 2024. And I am very grateful to be their newest presenter, to be able to share this, to share their story and their mission to change one thing, and it'll change everything. So today you're going to discover for yourself why P84 is a masterpiece of microbiome health, and why it will be the new foundation of your income if you choose to follow my system. Lovebiome's mission is basically we want to help people live full, healthy, happy lives by harnessing the power of symbiotics to create products that feed, diversify, and detoxify the human microbiome. Now, my team has a purpose and a passion, and we want to help others succeed. We help our members and our customers to live full, healthy, happy lives through gut health solutions offered by Lovebiome, P84, and they have other targeted probiotics. Our goal is to support every single team member who has a desire to achieve financial freedom. We train you, we support you, and we do so by showing you the P84 building block strategy. Now, the way you look at health, age, beauty, and performance, it's changing forever. Whatever you knew before this evening is now completely old. And what you learn now, it's going to change your life forever. This is Kelly Olson. He's our founder and CEO of Lovebiome. This is a phrase that he has quoted, and I live by it every single day. Now, one thing that you need to make known is that your most important asset is your health. It's not the money that you make. It's not the career that you have. It's not the big house and all the fancy things. If your health is taken away, it doesn't matter how much of those you have, it is something that's going to have a devastating effect. And you will hear that in my story. Now, what are your health goals? I hear oftentimes, my health is fine. I have nothing to worry about. Well, what about the prevention? Let's get you some insurance for the future. Health goals can be as simple as I need to move more, I need to lose some weight, I need to eat healthy, or they could be full long-term goals. So what I do with my clients is I sit and holistically look at your entire system, whether it be your health, your finances, your spiritual, and your mental. But health, again, is the number one goal. You need to first decide how that's going to look for your future. One thing, it's the thing that we put together and created one master health solution, free from the complicated, messy, contradictory, trendy world of modern health supplementation. That's what we've created. And if you change one thing, it'll change everything. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be your health if you think that's fine. It can be something in your finances, something in your spiritual one-on-one, or in your mental state. Because if you change one of those things, the rest will change along with it. And the first place you need to look is your microbiome. And what exactly is that? Well, let's look at your gut. You've heard of your gut instinct? Well, this is where you make all your vitamins. It's various B vitamins and K vitamins. I have friends that take a B12 shot or get their B vitamins in the form of gummies. Well, you don't need to do that if your microbiome is in alignment and give your body what it needs. 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So when things are going wrong, you need to look there before popping a pill. 95% of your serotonin is your feel-good hormone. As you're going to hear from my story, this was a major issue that I had with anxiety, stress, and panic attacks, a mental breakdown. I always thought this was in my head. But when I found out it was in my gut, it was like a life-changing moment. Figure out what I'm eating, and that could change everything. We have 100 trillion microbial cells within our whole system. So if you think about 8 billion people on the planet, all the stars in the sky, we have more than that just alone in your microbiome. 90% of our DNA is in here, 100,000 genes. I want you to think of a big billboard when you drive by tomorrow and you see one, they're 30 feet wide. So your small intestine goes 25 feet and your large intestine is 5 feet. So just picture that billboard is what is operating your entire system. Microbiome health is human health. It determines how you sleep, how long you sleep, the quality of sleep, your energy, your weight release, or even your weight gain, your athletic training and performance, your immune system. And I'm an anti-aging specialist, so healthy aging is something very important to me, and it's been my focus for a long time. One of the connections we have is our brain gut. When you have changes in your gut bacteria, it impacts your brain function. And this is where 1 in 6 people are classified depressed. So your mood, your memory, how you comprehend, this is just one area. We need to look at your gut microbiome, not just why you're losing your brain capacity. The microbiome health is the center of your health. It's every cell, every tissue, every organ system is connected. And that shapes our entire health and peak performance. The connectivity allows all the different parts of your body to communicate and function together in a unified system. It is the center of your health, and it impacts your brain, our hearts, our lungs, and even our skin. So we need to make it the most important thing that you can do. And I'm going to share with you 3 important connections within the body. So our gut-brain connection, this is all the functions that you can think of that your body does. The immune system, the energy production, your weight loss or weight gain, and more importantly, your good gut health. Now, the gut-skin connection, your skin is your largest organ, and it is expressed in the appearance that you have, the strength, and the durability. So think of it as you're looking in a mirror. How your skin appears, the fine lines, the wrinkles, the acne, the spots, the breakout, it is a mirror of what's happening on the inside. So we need to pay attention to this particular connection. And lastly, your gut-brain connection. The brain responds to stress and anxiety. And again, remember, your serotonin is in your gut, not in your head. But the gut and brain, they don't speak the same language. The brain understands signals. So the gut needs a translator, and that's your vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve runs from your head to your toes. It is the main translator, and it understands all the different languages of your body, and it creates all the different signals that your body needs. And it travels the whole world within you. Now, the gut bacteria that we have, if you have too much bad bacteria, and we have more bacteria than human cells. So looking at mental health, autism, HIV, diabetes, your skin, obesity starts here. Energy, cancer starts here. Arthritis, again, having bad sleep, you think maybe it's something else, but we need to go to your gut. Liver disease, kidney disease, allergies, aging, chronic heart disease, inflammatory bowel disease. All the diseases that we know, the main ones, and you may actually, if you don't obey the signals that are there, you might have more than one of these show up, and they all start in the gut. Now, Hippocrates, he's the father of modern medicine. Our doctors today take their Hippocratic oath based on him. He was around 2,600 years ago, even before Christ. And he let us know that all disease begins in the gut. How did he know that so far along? And here we are this many years, and modern medicine is just finding out now. So illnesses don't come upon us lightly out of the blue, he said. They're developed over small daily sins against nature, the things that we eat and drink. When enough sins have accumulated, illnesses will start to appear. And there's signals that come. First, you might get a sore throat. I get a ringing in my ear. You might have a cough or a sneeze. Those are signals. We oftentimes ignore those little ones, but then they escalate and you get the cold, the flu. Sometimes, I've done it myself, you ignore the cold, think it's nothing. They turn into bronchitis and pneumonia. Here was my father. He ignored that. He had a heart attack and he died, all because the signals that he had in life didn't appear suddenly, over time, finally took him out. So, what is dysbiosis? It means really that there's more bad than good. And holistically, dysbiosis doesn't happen just physically, it's hidden in pure sight. So, when I work with my customers, my clients, I look at dysbiosis isn't just in our bodies. Financially, we have it, mentally, we have it, spiritually, we have it, and even in our relationships. Now, two pictures I've put on here are two signs of dysbiosis that I had myself. The graph of the chart, I've been on a weight loss journey since February of 2024, and this is basically a graph of my entire time from then until now. And if you see the chart, there's some ups and downs, but then eventually it took a big nosedive. And we don't ever want this in investing, but for weight loss, it's a good thing. And the reason why it looked like that, my gut was in dysbiosis. I had a hard time losing weight because I couldn't fix my constipation issue. And when that finally started in alignment and started working, the weight loss came in. This is what they told me. I'll share more of that in my story. This series of pills, there's 33 bottles here. They're all full because I decided I didn't want to take them anymore because they weren't helping with my anxiety, my stress, my panic attacks, my depression. I don't know how many I took before here, but from September of 2021, when I finally had to admit that I was having a mental breakdown and I couldn't go on, I remember that day I froze and I had so many clients where I had their lives in my hands, and I knew I couldn't show up like I had been because finally I had to admit that my health was more important and something had to be done, and I needed to ask for help. The bag was April of 2024 when I finally decided I'm not getting any more of these drugs. I thought I was getting them off of the streets, but I told my doctor, these pills aren't working. I want to try something different. I need to get to the root cause of why the anxiety is still here. Why is the stress so bad? And these pills, I needed them to just get out of bed in the morning, to be able to get dressed, to have a shower. I couldn't even leave my room most days. So where I'm sitting this evening, this is where I spent a good 2 years of my life because I couldn't even leave my room. Now that isn't the way to live. So here's two pictures of myself, and I'm hoping you can see the difference. They're 10 years apart, the start of my journey in 2016, and this is me, April of 2025. See, just look at the eyes alone. There's no life in the first one. The inflammation, the fake smile. I had some serious health issues going on. I would sweat like it looked like I just came out of the shower. They claimed it was menopause. I knew this was a lot more than menopause because I deal naturally since I was young with an autoimmune disease, and I knew it was more than that. Here's my weight loss journey. So constipation brought me to Lovebiome in November of 2024. I'd heard Pete's story, I heard Tamia's story, and in February of 2024, I reached 227 pounds. It was the all-time high. I promised myself back in the 90s that I would never get that big again. And this was even larger. I was eating and drinking myself. I really didn't care what happened to me, but something changed and I started to lose my weight. So the picture on the left was a girls' trip in July of 2024. I went to Costa Rica. I'd already was on one program, plant-based, and I lost 200, I got down to 212. It wasn't the right program for me, but when I saw this picture, again, I never thought I looked like this, but when I saw this picture, I said, that's enough. I need to do something serious. I joined another program, but this one was about your mind. Another great loss, but constipation came in, and it wasn't a normal constipation. It was like 5, 7 days. It was so painful, and I knew this wasn't normal. And at that point, I went on their previous program, which was Daily 3, and I took all of their targeted probiotics because I wanted everything that they did. I only lost 4 pounds. Needless to say, I was a little disappointed. The promises, what I saw, but I was reminded dysbiosis in the gut, you're not going to lose the weight if your cortisol and hormones are out of whack. If your gut is in dysbiosis, it needs to heal. You need to give this program 120 days for your red blood cells to get rid of all that toxin and replace. So I listened. I backed off the targeted probiotics, and in March of 2025, P84, the new system came out. And now the key to consistency. It was an easy system that I could take. So on my birthday, my products arrived. I started P84 on 184. So in actual fact, I am a P84 role model. So from March until now, I've dropped to 176. I'm actually a little bit, that was last week. So I've hit my 50-pound weight loss. Not all with Lovebiome, but the rest, the next one will be. So I am quite happy and big change. You will never see me like I was because this is a weight release journey. I'm not losing the weight because when you lose something, you always look to find it again. Now let's turn to cancer. My first 17 years of my life, how that changed my life forever. So my mother was 39 when she had me. I was an unplanned miracle, is what she said. My father was 40. He was sterile. He never had kids with his first wife, so he thought he was sterile. My mother already had 3 girls, 15, 19, and 23 when I came in. I'm called a miracle because my birth gave light that she had ovarian cancer. So it must have been there between the last 15 years. Remember, it doesn't just show up overnight. She had the surgery to remove all of her lady parts, went through the chemo, the radiation, past that 5-year mark where they say if you make the 5 years, you're in remission, you're probably safe. Well, it came back. This time, she got the breast cancer and the lymph nodes. She had the chemo, the radiation, she had the surgery, and they did not make you look pretty back then. So those are the memories I have growing up with cancer. I did not believe that that you heal from cancer. And having learned from a naturopath within our company, if you don't get your microbiome, gut biome in alignment, cancer may come back again in a different form. And guess what? In my mother, it did. It spread everywhere. There was nothing they could do for her. And this is the last picture we have of her. We did a family reunion and she passed away a month later at 53. So this is me now. I've surpassed her age. I want to live to be younger, longer, healthier, and I'm on my way to do it. Now I'm going to show you a couple other examples because it's not just about me. So my friend Tamia, again, I watched her story. I've seen her go from big to small to big and now back to small. Who doesn't want to look like this? I'm not going to go through her story. I just want you to show there are other testimonies. Hey, my friend Pete, he had his 3 heart attacks. I won't share his story, but here he is with Kelly Olson. Look at the difference there. We um we are changing lives. We don't treat, cure, or mitigate. What we do is we give the body what it understands so it can heal itself. And there is where you're going to have the results, but it takes time. If your microbiome is not healthy, this is what I've believed growing up, then those treatments will do you little or no good. I've lived it, I've believed it, and I practice what I preach. We are the route to better health. Lovebiome has created P84. It's not a remedy. It's not, I wouldn't even call it a supplement. It is the route to better health. And we are so conditioned that remedies for every condition that we experience. So when we need to lose weight, and again, I started losing weight since I was 5 years old. It started going since then. So there's pills, there's potions, there's now we've got the shot with all those nasty side effects. But people want quick results, and the body needs time to heal. Trouble sleeping? Let's take a pill. Oh, I lack energy? I was just in a place the other day. The young girl was having one of those energy drinks. I have a weak immune system. Let's take a pill. Feel depressed? Those pills on my bed, 5 were given to me. But P84 is a masterpiece, meaning it's one of a kind for microbiome health. In a world where consumers are bombarded by supplements, quick fixes, conflicting opinions, and phony promises, P84 fulfills the universal need to build, restore, maintain, and sustain true and lasting health. P84, this is our logo. Now I want you to pay attention. This is going to be a household name, I believe, probably within the next 5 years, if not sooner. Just like ketchup, French's mustard, Coca-Cola, and Nike. You're going to have every house, I believe, saying P84. And it is the one thing for your forever health. We've designed P84 to be the automatic part of every morning health regime. One thing we do for ourselves every single day. P84 is a masterpiece because there's nothing else like this anywhere in the world. People can always say, we're the only one that have it. We are the only one that has this, without a doubt, and it is the best value for your money. I'm hoping by the end of this, I'll show you exactly that it is, because you're actually getting 10 products in one. So you're saving money right off the bat with these 2 beautiful packets. 10 products. So we have our green phytonutrient food. We've heard about green juicing. Eat your greens. Well, you need more than that. We have reds. We have yellow and orange, blue and purple. And you also need prebiotics. That's the fuel for the postbiotics. And postbiotics, or probiotics, sorry, that, we have the Activia yogurt. Well, we've actually researched and scientifically targeted probiotics and registered them. Did you know that probiotics has a serial number? Postbiotic enzymes. This is what probiotics do, but we've put them in there. The enzymes help you digest the food. There's people that have intolerance to foods. I bet you if they get on here, they're going to start enjoying foods that they thought they couldn't. Detox and toxin bindings. We need to do this every single day, and we've made it simple for you. I have friends that are doing water cleanses and 30-day cleanses and coffee cleanses. There's no need. It's all in here. Glutathione precursor. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. It's an anti-ager. It's a toxin blending. This is something that you start to lose from age 30. So here we get to eat it. Fermentive assistance, this helps your gut. I remember my mom being in the hospital. She couldn't go to the bathroom. Guess what they fed her? Sauerkraut. So P84, it has 2 steps. I want you to remember these words: feed and diversify. That's the first thing. Phytonutrients, polyphenols, they engage your body's microbiome environment. We need to reduce the inflammation. That's a cause of your joint pain and a whole bunch of other things. Strengthening your immune system so you can handle the viruses and everything that else is coming. Winter's around the corner. And prevent cell damage from all the toxins, the 5G towers, everything like that. Now take a look at this. I'm going to show you the value. Now picture you're going into the grocery store and you need to buy all of these foods. They have to be organic. They have to be freshly picked. So you've got your green blend. So we want to shop for our immunity and anti-aging. We need to shop our yellow and our orange for our energy, our vitality, our eyesight. The red blend is for our circulation, blood health, heart health. And the blues and purples are antioxidant, mental health, again, anti-aging. So you've found all these in your one grocery store. They weren't all there, then you've got to keep looking because you have to be able to buy all of these and put them in your cart. Then you've got to go to the pre, pro, and postbiotic counter and make sure you're getting these. Have to be living and be able to exist outside of a refrigerator. So the fuel for the beneficial bacteria, that's the prebiotics. The postbiotics, see those numbers? Those are the serial numbers. They mean something. And we've done the research to give you the best of the best to do all of those things that you need done in your body. Then the postbiotics, you need to find those, throw them all in your cart. Now I've pinpointed 2 special ones. Pineapple and papaya are 2 of my favorite fruits. Well, they actually help your body use up protein, reduce inflammation, and fight infection, among other things. The digestive enzymes, again, these help your body break down all the different materials that are in your foods. So again, those with food intolerances, this help with the fat, the proteins, your sugar, and your dairy. So if you can't handle any of those, guess what? You might be able to with these. They help provide the energy and the nutrition for your body. Now, the other 2 words I need you to remember: balance and detox. This is what Phyto 2 does. It creates the perfect microbiome environment with the fermented foods, all the superfoods, and the probiotics. They blend seamlessly to sustain toxin binding and produce that glutathione within your body. So we're still shopping in the grocery cart. So now we're going to get all the vegetables and fruit for Phytopower 2. These are your botanical blends. So again, we need the ones that are going to detox us. These include noni, IKEA, and beetroot are 3 important ones I see advertised out there that you need. Pomegranate, turmeric. The glutathione precursor blend. Now these I used to make and spend the time getting all these to make my heavy metal smoothie for my autoimmune disease. I don't have to do that anymore. They save me time. And if you add up those ingredients alone, I'm going to tell you, you're going to save money. Now, your toxin binding and inflammation, these are basically berries. Have you actually seen purple carrots in your grocery store? I can get those in Canada. I have seen them in my organic section. The fermentive assistance blend, kombucha. I see this in the store all the time. I have friends that make it. I don't have time to do that. I love it. And here it is. Every morning I get it in my P84 system. Here we go. Here's some more targeted probiotics. These ones specifically for the gut barrier integrity. So those who have experienced leaky gut, I've had it. It was not fun. My entire organ shut down when I had that. So these ones, again, are specifically picked, highest quality, to make sure that your gut barrier stays intact. So you've got your shopping cart full because you were able to find it all. I bet you weren't. So let's save time. Let's save money. You've got all 10 of those products here in 2 sachets. How do you use P84? It's simple. Drink it every single morning. Make it automatic. It's non-negotiable for my family. We have it sitting on our counter. It's designed to be taken together. Phyto 1 and Phyto 2 are formulated to seamlessly, synergetically, and perfectly. There's never, or neither of them are complete without the other. There's 84 different ingredients in there with 15 targeted probiotics, 5 digestive enzymes, two systems, 1 product. So there's so much, that's why there's 2. But you take them, open them into 8 ounces of water each, so 16 ounces minimum. I use water. Some people might not like it. Put it in a healthy juice. Put it in your smoothie. Drink it with coconut water or any other healthy beverage that you have, but make sure you use it in cold or room temperature. The targeted probiotics and ingredients are live. They get activated, they're freeze dried, and they get activated when you add the water. So if you add warm or hot water, you're going to kill the live bacteria. So for the years ahead and for your life today, P84 is for your forever health. Now I need you to make a commitment. Stay on a gut health regimen for 180 days before you add any of the other products. Remember, I did a daily 3 and all the targeted, and I wasn't getting the results because my gut needed healing first. So start with P84. This is our core system. Why 180 days? Because it takes 120 days for your red blood cells to replace and get the toxins all. So I've been on 2 sets of it, and that's why my weight started to lose. So 180 days, make sure that we know we've got all your red blood cells. We don't want you to end after 180 days, but that's the start of where you're going to actually see some real headwinds. Now I'm going to share with you an opportunity, and I want you to let you know you're in full control. If you choose to stop early, let's have a discussion first to make sure that it is the right thing for you. I'm just going to share with you a few more minutes, an opportunity that where I can save you money and possibly make you money as well. We need to talk about your modern lifestyle. How you live today determines how your life is going to be tomorrow. So most people, I don't know if you feel like I do, but the pain of going grocery shopping today and the cost of living and wages aren't keeping up. I know people, I've just heard today, WestJet and Air Canada are 2 airlines in Canada. They're probably going on strike. There's some people that might need to hear this message. Our modern lifestyle, it's fast-paced and it affects us in 2 ways. Think of this girl as me. This was exactly how I looked a couple years ago. I was overworked and I was underpaid. I get paid for 37 and a half hours, but I worked 80 because I am caring about my clients. So I gave more, but I'm in it for them. We are so busy that we don't take care of our health. The breakdown didn't need to happen. It did because I didn't put my health first. Also, what are your financial goals? I am a certified financial planner. So financial and dream life planning is where my passion is. So sitting holistically and looking at your health and your finance, it fully completes me when I can figure out what are your short-term goals, your long-term goals. Are you just looking for an extra $100 a week, maybe, to go somewhere, saving for a trip? All of those are important. I love sitting down and finding out what is important to you. When I do investing, one of the things that we do is we look at industries where there is profit to be made. So when I would pick stocks for clients' portfolios or set together what it is, I have to narrow down, and you need a diversified portfolio so that the ups and downs in a market are not as bad. It's the same with our gut. P84 is a diversified system and it covers all of these areas. So this is the health and wellness sector. And Lovebiome has created a probiotic P84 microbiome system that covers all of these. So think of yourself as in taking your investments and going into all of these markets, or maybe you just want to focus on one. It is a $554 billion market and it's growing. So when you want to invest, you want to make sure there's profit in what you're doing. So by aligning with Lovebiome, and we're only 3 years old, going on our year 4 and growing. And if these markets are being managed by pharmaceuticals, and this market is meant to grow to 1 trillion by 2040. So in 15 years, they already know that they're not curing any of these things. This is the pharmaceutical market. And they're destined to double this. Then if we're in alignment to help people get healthier, then it is a good invest. Lovebiome, from a financial standpoint, is an excellent company to look at from an investment standpoint. So is there one thing everyone can focus on every single day to achieve optimal health and financial freedom? Yes. And if you change just one thing, like I'm sharing with you here tonight, you can change everything. So P84 is the foundation for your forever health, but it also provides a reliable, resilient income, just like investing. Now, people want to know, how much is it? So I don't want you to be looking at the blue or red. It's up there. It's basically showing you what Phyto 1 and 2 would cost you individually, but it's a system meant to be taken together. So the purple line is where we're going to focus. So your investment, you can do it 3 ways on the screen, but I actually, when I meet with clients, I can show you a 4th way. P84 to buy at retail is $225 a month for one person. But why pay that if I could save you $30 by joining a membership? A membership is only a one-time $25 fee. So I bet you I belong to Costco, and I have to pay additional for my family members to be able to shop in there and have their separate card. It's not a one-time fee, and it's a lot more than $25. So we go to those stores and get a membership because we want cheaper pricing. Well, I want you to have the best price that we have. And I wanted your commitment for 180 days. Again, getting back your health is not an overnight success. It takes time. So go on subscription and get the best price. So it's $170 for the month. Now let's go back to the shopping cart. Remember, you had all the things in Phyto 1. They're all organic. They're all fresh. You bought all the probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. Then we had to go get all the things in Phyto 2. They're covering 10 different products. Now, if you break this down, it's less than $10 a day for all those. Do you think you spent more than $170 to fill your shopping cart? I know you did. I know you actually, because I've researched it, you've spent over $1,000 to be able to get everything that I'm giving you here. Now, P84 Gold, it is a system for 2 people, because not everybody is a household. We have a family, so you have a husband and wife. Sometimes you have a couple kids, so you might need 2 gold systems. So they're $425, and remember, I don't want you to pay full price. You've got your membership, so now you're saving $40. But again, everybody needs to go on the system, so it's $330. You cannot tell me that you're gonna go to a restaurant and walk out spending $40 for that meal for a family of 4, and it be completely healthy with all the ingredients I just showed you. So the subscription, again, you're not locked in. You can stop it, you can change it, you can put it on hold, but why would you? Because we're working on your health, but you have that option. So for less than $10 a day, and I'm working on Canadian because that's in my head, but for less than $10 a day for that complete system, it is a bargain. And I'll address the limiting belief because people say they're not willing to step into this opportunity. Well, why is it expensive? What does that really mean to you when you say that? Because again, I can help you build financial freedom, see the value that what your monthly investment is meaning. And if you decided with that membership that you wanted to create a business with it, I can show you again how to earn your product for free, how to save money in taxes if you choose to earn while you're getting healthier and heal your center of health. All you have to do is share your testimony, similar to what I did this evening by just sharing it with you. But if you join our referral membership, which is at $25, you get lifetime benefits. We have rewards, and you can even travel with us every single year. So far, they have gone to Dubai. They've gone a Mediterranean cruise, and just next month, we're leaving for Alaska. So help me just change one person you know after tonight. It can be you or someone that you care about. When was the last time you got paid to recommend a movie or a restaurant or even a dentist or another practitioner? I know I do it all the time and I don't get any financial rewards. What I love about Lovebiome is they cut out the middleman. And so by you sharing your story, sharing my story, referring people to come hear me speak, we have 40 different other meetings at various times. So if my time frame isn't good for you, I can set up another time. And for every referral that you make, we're going to reward you. Who do you know? Because a lot of people say, I don't know anybody. Every single person that eats and poops is somebody that you know. Lovebiome embraces the new freedom economy. What that means is you can work anywhere from home. You can work anywhere that you want. So when you're meeting somebody and you're referring it doesn't matter where you are. Just share the information. If you want to be your own boss, you can. I work with you to set you up for success. If you want to create income and wealth, that's what I do. Inside traditional mechanisms or outside of it. Again, you can work your 9 to 5, but this is creating your fortune for the future. P84 is an income building system. It's based on who do you know, and then who do they know. That's all we really want you to focus on in the beginning. We do have a perfected compensation. I'm not going to go through it. I'll quickly show you here because it can get busy. But when you sign up to work, to start your program, and if you want to take on the business, I'll go through it, all of it. The orange is where we start. The first thing you become is an affiliate with the referral membership. And as you continue to build, you can go through the ranks and earn more and more money. I show you where the wealth is in your financial future. The simple part of the system is all that you need to know is we deal with a P84 building block. And all that really is 4 people who get on a subscription in a week, in a week. Or it could be 2 P84 golds. So again, this here is a husband and a wife and 2 kids. That gives you a building block. That starts you on your way to financial freedom. Again, when you do refer 4 people in a week, you become a merchant. And I want you to get that first paycheck in your first week. I actually want to build out your financial plan to get to be earning 1,000 to 2,000 by 6 months. And then maybe you want to travel and come to our our summit. And again, this year they're going on a cruise. I don't know where we're going, but I sure would really dream of having my entire company on a cruise or someplace even better next year. And best of all, within 1 year, I want you to actually feel financial freedom. You know what that is, and I'll work with you to get there. All we really want to know, it only takes 4 people to win. And when you get 4 people, or when you get 4 of those building blocks, so really the aim is to get you up to 16 people. And when you do, the maximum return on your investment is going to be 25% on the people you know and 25% on the people they know. Now, I don't know about you, but I could use an extra $520 a week. That's the minimum of doing this. But if we build that up and there's 5 people within those 16 that you referred, they do the exact same thing. Can you imagine? You could actually be bringing in 3,120 minimum when we get to that stage. These are all how I work out your financial freedom plan, dreaming the life that you want. So if any of these spark any interest to you, please reach out after this and we'll have the discussion to show you exactly how easy it is. Automatic is our opportunity. We provide weekly, daily. Actually, we provide daily every day of the week. We provide various presentations, and our company is starting weekly on Wednesdays, dedicated owning the morning and making P84 automatic. We started last week, and Dr. Zach gave mind-blowing more information on the impact of what our P84 can do. And every Wednesday you are invited to come. So here are your options. Number 1, you must want to change your health. So sign up as a customer, get your membership, and get on subscription. This gives you the best price with the best product no one else has in the world, and get yourself started on your way to wellness. Now, that will change your entire life. But being a member means if you want to, right in your own phone, it's a whole business with all the tools and everything you need to do that referral membership. I'll help you build a successful business. I'll hopefully get to travel together. And best of all, I want to see you financially free at the end of it. So what would it mean to you if that was possible, where you could build a business from your phone, where you could work 9 to 5, but do something that you actually like, not that you don't like, bringing home maybe $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month, simply by inviting people to my presentation or any of the others, sharing your testimony. So our family is growing globally. I believe we're in 40 we ship to 40 countries. We're in 50 countries. And I want you to join us, and your life will never be the same again, because your circle of friends matters. The top 5 people you surround yourself determines what your future will be. So when you have the right people fueling your vision, not your doubts, you'll have growth that happens honestly in supportive spaces. Your environment defines your legacy. Having a strong circle, they sharpen your purpose. Conversations should challenge you and inspire you. Authenticity thrives where there's no judgment, and your network shapes your mindset and your success. And this is what the foundation of what I offer every single day to those that I work with. I brought this up. It's a past slide just to show you that there are different levels of income that you can make with your investment in your health and by sharing your own testimony. These are old numbers. These are when I started. They have more than doubled. We have millionaires now. So who are you going to listen to? If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes and then learn how. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. We have an opportunity for you right now to get healthy. And if you wanted to, you can get wealthy. Are you ready for your change? Because the choice is yours. It's one day, or this is day one that you decide you're going to change one thing. Again, your health, your finance, how you deal spiritually, or your mindset. Change everything. Yes, you can. It's that simple. Now, every Friday night, you can come Zoom with me, LJ, at 7 p.m. And I am the newest presenter from Canada, and I am pleased to be able to represent Team Champion and Team Givers, as well as Lovebiome. So thank you again on behalf of Lovebiome, the microbiome company, myself. Thank you again for listening to my story. And I'll give it back to you, Pete.
Wow, wow, wow. Brilliant. I just love your presentation and your story is so amazing, Laurie. So I'm privileged to be here. So everybody, thank you for being here. We're open now for anybody who wishes to share a testimony of P84 or any of the other Lovebiome products, and also here for anybody with questions. So well, Ms. A, there you go. Let's hear from our friend Ms. A.
Can you hear me, Pete?
Yeah,
I'm in the car driving. I just want to say congratulations, LJ, aka Laurie.
Thank you.
What a beautiful presentation, lady. And you did it. And I know you did it because I remember your story, lady, when you first put those pictures up. And it drew me in. And I can say, way to go, Laurie. Way to go to accomplishing something. You did it, even scared. It's inspiring, lady. And you inspired me to keep going as well on coming right behind you. Thank you for allowing me also to be your co-host for your presentation, lady.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
want to help. I want to help as well, Laurie.
Thank you. And I'm waiting for you.
Oh, I'm coming, lady. I'm coming.
thank you, Aretha. Really, really good. Miss Toot.
I just want to say I'm under the weather right now, y'all. So,
Oh
but I
dear.
did want to say she did a wonderful job, and she had a very touching story. You know, like you said, sometimes we don't know people's stories, and when you find out their stories, there's an underline that bring it up and it surfaces, and that was deep and touching from her. But I want to wish you the best. I want you to stay going, don't stop, keep going, both of y'all. Pete, keep doing you, and Lori, keep doing you. Whatever y'all do, don't ever stop. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Toot. You're a superstar.
Thank you for coming under the weather. You always show up.
Okay, anybody else got a question or would like to share a testimony of the P84 or any of the other products before we go? Okay, Laurie, I think we're done. Would you like to add any more to?
I just like thank everybody who watched on Facebook, and if you have any questions and or comments, post on my page and or reach out. And if you were invited by another Love Biome distributor here this evening, please get back to that person who invited you. But otherwise, I appreciate all 22 that are still here at the end of my presentation.
Brilliant. You did great. Yes, want to stress it's really, really important that you speak, if you're looking at this for the first time, that you speak to the person that invited you. Integrity is really important in this industry. We make these presentations on behalf of the whole Champions Group team, and we need to make sure that when people come to these presentations, they're here at the invite of somebody, and that person is the person that needs to contact. So, Laurie, I'm blown away. You're a superstar. I'm really, really thrilled to have been here. I am recording this, so I will put it on YouTube, and I'll share the link with you so you can share.
And thank you for staying up so late, Pete.
Yeah. Long day.
Good luck in your travels tomorrow. Thank you.
Look forward to seeing everybody that's in London tomorrow on Sunday. So really excited about that. Okay, so bye everybody. So you can just close the meeting now, Laurie.
Okay.